Press start to play. Press start to play.
Alright. I believe we're live. Hello there. How you guys doing? So today's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. But I do have something special in store. Today we're going to try our first... I don't know if this counts as an IRL stream. I mean, it's not really a video game. I mean, there's a game on stream right now, but realistically... Let me just, what the fuck? There we go. This is the stream today. Let me get some music. Okay, so. Welcome to the stream. N64 controller, right? And also, this is my hand. Webcam? Ah, fuck. Aw, man. Why the fuck isn't the webcam working? What? Come on. This is great. It was just working pre-stream, too. Do I have to try a different port? Hold on. You know it's getting real when you bust out the fucking USB-C to USB dongle. Try to get something working. Alright. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, shit, this isn't good. I think my webcam died. View. Properties. Activate. Fuck, is it back? Okay. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. So. Welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be fixing this fucker right here, the N64 joystick. Now I actually kind of like how this thing feels, but this one, not too bad, right? There ain't too much wobble. And this one, though, this is a controller I just got, and I don't know if you guys can see this. That's all dead zone. I'm not even, like, pushing on the stick, that just moves there naturally. So, we're gonna be fixing it. I've already installed one of these kits on this thing, and what it is it's just a rebuild kit. So, there are also these. These are like GameCube-style analog sticks for the N64 controller. This one ain't quite my favorite. The sensitivity's kind of fucked up on it, but that's why we get the original build kits, or as close as we can get. I also have lube. This is joystick butter. I think this is just some like generic like lubricant. But you put this on the joints of the control stick itself and it makes it last longer. Anyways, so let's get our... Oh yeah! Also enjoy the sweet, sweet sounds of Nintendo 64 music. Screw all this. You always want to make sure that you have all your screws in order. Last thing you want to do is forget screws. I say, as this controller is missing a screw. I think it's also missing a screw post. This, it looks fine on the outside, but it ain't the best internally. Oh, that's good music. Okay. There we go. Just... And here it is. So now we want to remove this. This is our Z button. Just unplug it from here. Actually, let me fully remove this. So I will admit, I have cleaned this controller before. Just like a very basic cleaning though. Nothing too deep. But unfortunately, you won't be able to see all the dust that I extracted from inside this thing. Yeah, check that out. And we also have this replacement stick, which I will open up to kind of show you guys the difference between a normal... Why the fuck is it blurry? Hello? Oh, great. I don't have a normal camera, by the way. This is a webcam on a fucking tripod. Is the lens messy? Hold on. No? Yes, okay. This may be the most unwatchable thing I've ever fucking made. That's right. I do have a proper, like, modding table out in the other room. It's currently covered in all sorts of shit, though. And I don't have a way to run camera to there. So, we're doing this on the floor. Just like that. We got the joystick open. Looks pretty eaten up, especially on this one. I don't think that's coming across on camera. I don't think I have a way of capturing that without a macro lens, actually. But here's how the N64 joystick works. You have these two little gears on a stick, and then the actual joystick, aka this thing, just goes in like this. That, bing, bada boom, and you can see how turning it. So that's how the N64 joysticks work. There's also like a spring that holds this down that provides the tension, and that's an interesting design. I mean, it has this little optical discs that spin, and that's how it registers movement, which does mean it is incredibly hyper fucking sensitive to movement. Like, a new N64 analog sticks feels fucking amazing to move with in Mario 64. But the problem is, it's plastic grinding on plastic, meaning it's gonna grind itself down and fucking die one day. Yeah, you see that dust mark? All of that dust is ground up plastic. And it's mostly gone now, but... Okay, so what are we doing? We are taking the bowl and these gears, and we are extracting them. I don't know why I did that, you guys couldn't see. I'm talking through them. You're gonna want to properly dispose of them, of course. Now, I'm going to do something that I like to do for controllers. Like I said, joystick butter, synthetic lubricant, just a tiny bit around all the pivot points. And when I say a tiny bit, I mean a fucking tiny bit. So, now that we got that, let's get this little baggie here. In this baggie, we have the new bowl and the new gears. So, just to really cover all our bases. Actually, fuck it, just a little bit won't hurt. In there. A little bit in there. And I believe these two discs are the same. They look identical. Just... There we go. That's spinning nice and good now. Let's get some of this in here. Yeah. Just put that lubricant down there. And I'm just gonna spread it around a bit. Ideally, you'll use like a Q-tip for this. I don't have access to a Q-tip right now. Finger works well enough. Just a little bit there. There. The lubricant there, and final section. Oh, at least there's one person watching. Alright, so now, let's put this here, and I'm going to actively roll this around a little bit, spread that lubricant. And same with this one. Why the fuck does that feel like it's catching? It should not be that rough, especially after lubricating it like that. Hold on, are these actually different? Let me try swapping the gears real quick. And, you know what, while I'm at it, a bit more on both of the innermost sides. Okay, that one is spinning a lot better. And this one? We just slide it on in. Yeah. Oh, that feels a lot better. Okay, so now we can start reassembling things. We want to put the circuit board... Actually, while I have this out, I'm just gonna... Alright, so that should clear out any dust in the actual circuit board itself. Okay. We want to put the bowl back first. Make sure the gears are facing like that. You want one gear up here and one gear over here. And then, after that, we put in the circuit board. Now comes the fun part. We gotta mess with this. We gotta mess with the actual analog stick. So, grab your spring. Place it right here. Grab your ring. Place that. Whoops. Place that right there. And then grab your first little gear piece. And I want you to go down and twist. Okay. Now, we want to make sure that this is facing one of the gears, right? So let's put this down here. This up here. And we did this correctly. Haha! Look how much fucking tighter that is. There's still a little bit of a dead zone. That's kind of natural, but that feels so much better. Okay. Let's get the screw back in this one and get this put back in the controller so we can test it. Okay, screw that back in. And now we take our controller and just... What's up? You gotta blow into it. That does help. Actually, if you have some like compressed air or something, that would be slightly better. But when cleaning out the N64 analog sticks, if you have one of these controllers at home, that's just like, you know, this stick doesn't feel right. Legitimately, just take a screwdriver, open it up, open up this joystick, and blow it out. There's probably dust in there from it being ground down over time, so if you can do that, or even better, replace or repair the stick while you're in there, you'll get it working and feeling like new. So, just gotta get this all put back in there. One final screw right here. And it's screwed in. Snap that shit back down. What song is this? I don't know, VLC is not on my other monitor. Okay. I just need to get these buttons back. R button. So that would go on the left side when it's facing down. The L button would go on the right side when the controller is facing down. And then so once we seal this back up, or at least get it close enough, flip it over, now they're on the right side. Is that okay? Actually, this is a bit stiffer than I first imagined. A little bit of proper use time and this will be fucking perfect. That feels really good too. Alright, so now we just gotta get this fucker sealed back up. Alright, that screw goes in there. This screw goes in here. Eventually I don't know, I'll probably reshell this controller because it's missing a few internal screw posts, like that screw I just put in a few seconds ago. That screwed into fucking nothing. Those threads are stripped, and it was like that when I got it. Alright, gotta line it up, and we're good. I really need to get like a GoPro or just some camera I can strap to my face to make these modding videos a bit easier to understand, because yeah, looking at that camera angle, it's not quite the best. Sorry about that, guys. Classic song. Good game. Majora's Mask is still better, though. Fight me. Actually, don't. I don't think it's a matter of which is better or worse. It's more of a matter of personal preference. I personally prefer Majora's Mask. I like the more kind of grounded... Okay, it's very fantastical, but it feels like a very grounded and very human game. Despite the fact that the moon is going to fucking crash and kill everyone in that game. Okay. I think that works. I do have a few other things to compare this to here, so we just replaced the stick in this one. It doesn't have the same snapback as an official. I'll readily admit, these parts I got right here, these are what? $2 a piece on eBay? Like, not expensive at all. And if you have a broken analog stick, yeah, it works really well for a replacement. Doesn't feel quite OEM, but it's close enough, and it's definitely better than Mushy Stick or a big-ass Dead Zone. This one is still OEM. Actually, this one is in good enough condition that I'm not going to replace it yet. I do have one more controller that needs replaced, though. And you're probably wondering where it is, because I have these three, right? Well, what if I told you that controller is right behind you? Yes, you, the viewer, right now, in your room, holding a gun. A very fitting music for that. No. It's actually behind the camera. Here, let me turn around so you guys can see it. Yep. On the Pokemon Snap Station. Because this fucker, once again, all Dead Zone. I don't know how they managed that. This thing has a copy of Pokemon Stadium in it. You don't even use the analog stick in the demo version of the game. But let's open this up. Let's get it replaced. Alright. Very important. Gotta unplug it. And then unclip this. And now, if I can actually move this a bit closer. There's like a wing nut here. I think that's the correct term for it. But, just gotta grab it. Start spinning. And after a while, yeah, that guy comes loose. You can take off this top plate. And now the controller is free! Okay. Let me get this camera back to where it goes. Oh no, it can see its own legs. Okay. Oh man. I'm dedicated to finishing this stream. At the very least finishing modding this, and yeah, you can see that stick wobble there. I'm gonna repair this, but I might have to use the bathroom in a little bit. Tell you what, I'll get as far as I can, and if I really have to go to the bathroom, I'll like put the stream on BRB, and I'll go do that. Okay, but for right now, there is a torch. Is that a torch spit? I believe it is. No, is it a torch spit or ratchet bit? Some bit. I've gotten this shit apart before. It's too small. Size 4? Yeah. Yeah, size 4. bendy, it's fine. Okay. So, now that we got that screw, we're unscrewing it. Look how fucking long that boy was. Damn, dude. Okay. Just gotta feed the cable through all this. Actually, no, I don't. I just have to feed it through enough. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know the backstory behind this, because you just joined the stream, this is a controller off of that thing right there, the Pokemon Snap Station. It was attached to the front, but it's got a real shit analog stick. Like, oh, that's loose. So, let's see how fast we can fix this thing, huh? Alright, just gotta swap out to the right. Screwdriver here. What is this, a J1? I believe so. It's a J1 screw bit. Tends to fit a bit better than the Phillips head. There are 2 screws in here, one to either side of the expansion slot. 2. There's 1. And there's 2. So now we want to get the rest of the screws out, which means 1 screw right there, 1 screw right there, 2 on both the left and right handles. So that's 1, 2. As I said, these controllers are pretty old as well. If you're having trouble getting at it with a Phillips head bit, if you have one of these like iFixit kits, they'll oftentimes up here have a J1 bit. I forget which one this is, like 64. No, it's 100 something. It's the biggest iFixit kit they have. Ooh. Oh, listen to that crunch. I'd clean this thing better, but I'm out of alcohol. I don't have any more rubbing alcohol. Alright. Just gonna remove the Z button again. Remove this. And unscrew that. Did I just collect a Jinjo? What the fuck was that? You know, maybe putting the entirety of all the Banjo-Kazooie stuff on here wasn't the best idea. Okay. Good news. We got the joystick out, and if I was to just hold it by the stick, yeah, you can see how much wobble there is. So, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Once I get back, we will be continuing to work on this, right? But for now, I really gotta take a piss. Sorry. I won't leave you guys with nothing to watch, though. Tell you what, while I'm using the bathroom, some Mario 64. Shit, wrong thing. Alright, I'll be right back.
Press start to play. Press start to play. Press start to play.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. But the good news is, I am back and ready to continue stuff. So, let's get the music back on. And let's continue repairing some shit, huh? Well, that's quite a song, isn't it? Alright. Is there a better angle for this? Nah, too far up and it's just a fucking view of my crotch. Okay. Let's take this apart, huh? Like I said, just one screw on the bottom. And once that's out, move that, and we're in. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot I did this. So, like I said, I got this joystick butter here. This little, I think it's silicone-based lubricant. Not for human consumption. Well, I would imagine it's not. Anyways, just lubricant, right? Before I got that, I put fucking a tiny bit of graphite in the bowl to lubricate it. Don't do that. I was a fucking moron. Like, I doubt it's gonna kill anything, but there's just better solutions. Anyways. Let's do this. So you gotta lift up with one nail, or with one finger, and just free the gears. Just like that. Take all these. Yeah, those have been chewed away. I don't have actual, like, stick replacements. As far as I can tell, the actual sticks themselves are still perfectly fine. It's mainly these bowls and these little gears that tend to break down, in my experience at least. Though, like I said, that's in my experience. I'm pretty casual N64 fan. By no means am I like a speedrunner or someone who's playing it every single day for hours a day. Okay. Get that snapped in there. New bowl, old gear. Actually, speaking of gears, where the fuck did it go? It just fell down and... What? Oh, there it is. Okay. I just got very concerned for a second. It just like phased through the floor, but nah. Let's lift that up, put that in. And that is nice and smooth. Okay. Those previous two joysticks that I repaired, because I did one off screen as well. I used the joystick butter on there. This time I'm just going to use it around the pivot point, see if that makes any kind of difference. For scientific study. So we get that. And now... I forget, is that it or is this it? I don't think it matters. It takes a simultaneous amount of tomfoolery. You got that right. Okay. So, you want to get the spring, put that back. Actually, I'm going to reverse this. You know, for luck. Actually, no. No, I'm going to keep it like that. And then we just put the small gear back in. Our new small gear. And you can tell it's new because it refuses to fit. There we go. Yeah, look, I haven't even twisted it, and it's still being held in place just because the fit is that tight. So we turn it like that. Put this back in the container. Our sensor's back. Okay, I'm gonna remember to mute the mic before I blow into this time. Got it. Banjo-Kazooie had a very strange soundtrack, now that I'm actually listening to part of it. So, let's just seal this up. Come on. Now, why is it doing that, huh? Let's find out. Actually, while I'm here, yeah, no, that is the right direction. Because this has to go and hook onto it like that. So the only way it would make sense was for it to be just right there. Oh, what a delightful little song. Okay, but do you see this shit? Why? Do I actually... I like turtles. Yeah, turtles are really cool. That's not even a joke, by the way. Turtles are just nice. Like, they're neat little creatures. Got that shell of safety and all that. Okay, so... put that back. Turn. This music's making me feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind, and it's the funniest thing in my head. Alright, please don't do it. Nice! Okay, it's working. Harvest Moon 64. What a good-ass game. So screw that in. And yeah. That feels really good, actually. So, let's get the seal back up. Controller into there. Plug this into there. And now we just have 3 more screws. One, 2. Ah, shit. Magnetized bits. Okay. That was in there. And the third, we just have to place right in there. don't think these buttons left the entire time. The L and R buttons just stayed in place. That's impressive. Anyways. Alright, this is probably the best feeling replacement done so far. Yeah. This is nice. Alright, let's get it sealed back up. So, that was the wrong screw. These screws, these little tiny guys, well, they're a bit longer than normal screws, but they're definitely quite a bit thinner, if you can see that. These longer, thinner screws go down in the controller expansion slot right here. I forget exactly the order I took to take this apart the first time, but... Actually, hold on, something's going on. Let me take those screws out again. This happens sometimes when you're working on and repairing old electronics. What song is this? Pokemon Panic Attack 64 is real. Okay. Doesn't look like there was anything covering it. It might have just been the controller got set back at a weird angle. There's all sorts of stuff that can go wrong when you're working on any kind of electronic. So it's best to just take things slow, take it easy. If you ever see something fuck up like that, like the case not fully closing, you're probably gonna have to take it back apart. Yeah, goes back perfectly. I don't... Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. Let's put this back together. Just gotta get these two. Normally I like to work from the top on down on these N64 controllers, but I guess this time we're going from the bottom up just for variety. You know what they say, variety is a spice that's traded on the Silk Road between China and the rest of Europe. Or some shit like that. Okay. That's good. If I was a smart man, I would have put up a speedrun timer to further the joke, but I didn't think about that in time. Fucking whoops. Yeah, this is the music for me trying to get ready for the stream earlier today, because it was, interesting. Okay. Get it all back together. That's good. But remember, this came off of a fucking retail kiosk. This came off the snap station, this controller, so there's still a little bit extra we have to do that's threaded through the cord. Okay, so first things first is this little Nintendo 64 badge, right? This gets threaded on down, and you can actually see, if you look closely enough, that little imprint right there is because this thing has been smashed into the Nintendo logo on the controller for about 20, or over 20 years at this point. Got that. Gonna set it down like this. And now we just gotta feed this arm all the way back. Over here, just clip the wire into place. There's a little groove for it, molded into the rubber of this arm. And finally, final piece, this thing. Once it all goes together, it ain't going anywhere. You get your bolt. A little bit of hand tightening to get it started, doesn't hurt. Let's get the big screwdriver. Yeah! Now we're fucking chonking. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna go with it, because this is a big screwdriver. Okay. Wow. And we're done. Now I just have to reattach this one specifically to the snap station back there. So. You just turn the camera around. While I'm at it, I'll raise it up. Okay. Oh boy, face cam time. So we just gotta reinstall this, and easiest way to do that, right? So, part of the snap station, there's a hole right here. So we want to take the controller cord, feed it through that hole, and now we'll just start pulling very lightly. We don't want to get any of the cables caught or snagged. We especially don't want to cause any damage to the cable, although if it does get damaged, it'll be inside the cabinet, so it's not going to be visible. We still want to avoid it. After pulling it up, we can slip the controller on through. And now it's in, except it's not. I mean, it holds on. But if you shut the door, it's going to fall off. So what you want to do is you want to take this little metal piece here and just push it on through. And tighten on the nut. Alright. So now, I don't know if y'all see this clip. Right here, it's kind of dark and I don't have my phone with me. But essentially, this clip, right here. I'm going to take the controller cord and wind it up. Just keep winding it and winding it. And eventually, you can take it and clip it into place right here. Oh wait, I need a tiny bit of slack. Hold on. We just plug this in. And this is normally the part where I say, let's test this. Actually, no, there's nothing stopping me from testing this controller, because do you see this right here? This is a security dongle that is normally plugged into this machine. If you unplug it, this cartridge slot up here accepts any fucking cartridge. If it's plugged in, it only accepts certain ones that are like whitelisted, but we're gonna have a bit of fun right here. Let's see. Yeah, Mario 64, why not? Alright, watch out, spin coming. Sorry about that, the cord was getting tangled. You know, I just realized I don't have, like, a proper way to even film this thing. Oh, dear God. That's alright, we just gotta get far enough to test it. I'm probably gonna call it early today, in terms of stream, but just plug this in. We're good. That is so bright on camera. Hold on, let me extend the legs here on this tripod. There's the boy. He is a statue. Okay. Are we good? Good enough. That's a better view at least. Okay, so... yeah! Let's do the sensitivity test. I am barely applying any pressure and it's still registering it. And as soon as I let go, it stops. Alright. I think that's successful. So, you know what? I think we're good. I'm gonna call it here for the day, though. But, I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot of things. And I think I could definitely use this for future hardware streams in the future. They'll be in the future if I didn't mention that already. Yeah, one thing I learned, I'm definitely gonna need a proper setup for this because this was fucking horrible. Oh, so bad. But, for those of you who tuned in, those of you who stuck around, I appreciate it. Anyways, this is Jesse from Jesse's Game Room, signing off. Have a nice